to my match predictions for this coming week's Premier League games. Let's get right into it and start with tomorrow, the 10th of February. We got Chelsea and Leeds kick off at 7:30. Now this one's gonna be a little bit difficult to call. Last time they played in December, Leeds won quite convincingly, but this time, I don't know. It might be a little bit difficult for Leeds to win this time, but Chelsea are unbeaten in the Premier League ever since Rosina took over from Maresca. But Leeds know how to score, they know where the net is. It could be a draw, because Chelsea, they still play the same as they did under Maresca. I feel a draw is, Chelsea and Leeds will draw. I'm just kidding. Same time, 7:30, Everton and Bournemouth kick off. Everton and Bournemouth. Now this one, I think Everton have been playing quite decent recently. They're 2 points behind Liverpool in the Premier League. I feel like they are basically almost certs for Europa football next season. Either this is going to be Everton who sneak a win, or it's a draw, or Bournemouth sneak a win. Basically, I'm saying it's going to be quite low scoring, either 1-0 to either team, or 1-1. I just can't quite. And Tottenham and Newcastle, this one is, Newcastle have been bad recently. They got thrashed against Man City. They got walloped against Liverpool. Who did they play on the weekend? And they lost then as well. Brentford. It was Brentford. But Tottenham, oh my goodness. Tottenham are pretty bad, and they are without their captain, Romero, because of his red card on Saturday against Man United, his challenge against Casemiro. But both teams are bad, but which one is worse? Which one could edge it and win? Things are pretty bleak up there in the northeast, in Northumberland. Things are kind of bleak. Strikers are not scoring. Even Voltemada's fallen. I've seen a lot of Newcastle fans attacking him. He says he's not good enough. I disagree. Just not using him. Just not utilising him to his strengths. If you watch when he plays for Germany, you will find that they use Wirtz quite a bit to pick him up, give him long passes, and then he runs off them and scores. A draw. I'm going with a draw. That one was tough. The last game for tomorrow is West Ham and Man United. Last time they played just after Christmas. I think it was the only Boxing Day game. They drew. And Wan-Bissaka had an absolute amazing game. Wan-Bissaka, quite the right back, that player. Of course, he used to play for Manchester United. Things have changed a lot for both teams. West Ham have kind of picked up notch. They don't really seem to have a problem scoring goals anymore. They did have a problem previously, but they don't seem to have a problem scoring goals anymore. But their problem is defending. And they can be 2-0 ahead, like they were with Chelsea, for instance. They start the second half and they just defend. They stay back. They don't really do anything, and that's how they lost. They went 2-2 and then 3-2. Lost the game. But you should have won it. They should have kept going. But who do I think will win? West Ham or Man United? West West Ham, my goodness. I'm going with a draw. I'm going with another draw. I know. Okay, and then we have Wednesday, the 11th of February, 7:30. Aston Villa face Brighton. Oh my goodness. Villa have kind of dropped a little bit, but I think they'll beat Brighton. No problem. Crystal Palace and Burnley. Alright, this one is, without a doubt, Crystal Palace is going to win this. Burnley, I feel, they don't have a lot left in the tank. I think they've kind of given up. Yeah, they're going down with Wolves. And then Manchester City face Fulham. And I think definitely City going to win this one. Let's not talk about yesterday. And then we have Newcastle. No, we don't. Then we have Nottingham Forest against Wolves. And this is an important game for West Ham fans. Also because they need Nottingham Forest to lose. Or draw at worst. But I think, Forest will win. And then we have Sunderland against Liverpool. This is one that I'm personally not looking forward to. Who do I think is going to win? Right, last time we very narrowly escaped losing. It was a draw. And if it wasn't for Chiesa tracking back because of why would our defenders be, defending? If it wasn't for Chiesa, it would have been 2-1 and we would have lost. I think the game against City will have some kind of impact on this game. Either it will motivate them or it will further lower morale, but I'm not really sure which one. My heart says a win. Fear says, gosh, we're going to get leathered. I'm going with a draw. I want to say a win, but I don't want to jinx it. And finally, the last game of this week is Brentford and Arsenal. Arsenal, well, it stands to reason that they need a win. They are currently sitting at the top with 6 points between them and Manchester City. That's a very fine margin. It's quite narrow. That's 2 games. And with 13 games left, it's all to play for. It's still quite open. If City don't bottle it, so Arsenal need to win. Brentford could be a challenge for them, but I don't know. Here's another set-piece specialist, really, with Brentford. Do you know what? I'm going to go with a draw. Yeah, no, I'm going to go with a draw. I just think Brentford are a decent team, and they've been pretty decent this season. I'm going to go with a draw. Yeah, well, that's it. Until next time. See ya.